go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Now here's Towns. Shoots over Covington, and Towns gets it to go.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Wall against Russell. George up top. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
The deep 3 from George. No good on the shot. And Minnesota now the other way. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Towns kicks to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the triple. Edwards got 7 points.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's Leonard. And they get it. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Ball against Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. Edwards against George. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Misses from close range.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Wall looking it over. Out to the right wing. Here's George. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Russell passes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. 1:30 left to play here in the first. And Edwards with the stop.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here's Wall. Changes up. And he sinks the layup. Wall's got his second bucket.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Up top, Russell, covered by Wall. Towns, wide open. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Outside, Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Outside, Russell driving to the basket. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Out to Edwards. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's Russell. Edwards. And Edwards is right there. Edwards got 11 points.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Covington finds Wall.
You gotta respect Wall's tenacity. This is a player who hasn't let injury slow him down. He always puts in a big effort and just pushes himself to give his all.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proven to be an effective tool for them.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And it's Towns penetrating. Outside Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Back to Towns. Can't cash in from close range. Clippers trail by 5. Here's George. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end. A polished scorer, and tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Out to Edwards. That 3 off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Zubac finds Covington. Screen by Zubac. The offensive rebound. Outside Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Leonard's got 5 now.
The efficiency of Kawhi Leonard's three-point shooting is pretty exceptional. I mean, he's going to start taking those all night long if he's open.
Kicks it out to Prince. Passes it to Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So, you know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. When you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Edwards against George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Edwards with it. He's got 15. Pass to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards kicks to Russell. The Clippers grab the miss. George with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Outside, Wall. The shot's good on the assist by George. Wall's got 9.
Oh, Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
The kick out to Towns. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team. Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
George with the screen on Russell. Pass to George. Beyond the arc. That shot is off. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Shot and game clock separate. Oh,
man.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
now Wall. He's got 9. Outside Leonard. Driving inside.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Towns for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now.
The Minnesota Timberwolves, 25. The Clippers, 27.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
This is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum, and it's man in at the small forward position. The pass to Powell. Lets the 3 fly, and it's McDaniels with the rebound. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson to the left side wing. Noel passes to Reed, comes up empty down low. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Jackson, drops in the layup for 2. Jackson's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Clippers. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Noel passes to Anderson. Morris with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Here's Mann, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Jackson. Inside, stolen by McDaniels. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Here's Noel, covered by Morris. Noel passes to Reed, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Here's Noel. 2 free throws come, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
It can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Noel.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Jackson, plays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got 6.
Good work down low from the 6'2" Reggie Jackson. Not bashful.
Pass to Reed, Batum with the steal. Here's Mann. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the shot goes in. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. McDaniels kicks to Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. McDaniels with the ball. And Morris comes over to help. 4 on the shot clock. Anderson passes to McDaniels. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Clippers leading by 6. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Powell kicks to Jackson. Takes it off the glass. Jackson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to McDaniels. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
6-second difference between shot and game play. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
McLaughlin, the pass to McDaniels. Here he goes. Now, here's Reed. Over Batum. Crafty move. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got his second basket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And the pass to Edwards. Takes it inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got 19 points.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Poked loose. It's stolen by Gobert. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Los Angeles calls timeout. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Russell against Wall. Russell passes to Towns. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Towns.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Passes it to Covington. Now Leonard. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Edwards looking it over. To tie it up. Here's Towns. And it's sent back by George.
Paul George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
Leonard the pass to George. The 3. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Prince in the corner. Kicks to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Russell against Wall. On the wing, George fires the 3. That's his 6th field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
Paul George stepping up big time.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside, Russell. Pass to Prince. Left Trey. And no good that time. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside, Wall. Got a piece of it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Wall. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Russell kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Off target from 3-point range. Clippers leading by 3. Up top, Leonard. He's guarded by Russell. Leonard against Russell. Leonard inside. It falls!
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
Edwards with it. Now Covington defending. And it's Towns missing. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Trains the three-pointer. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Towns for 3. Here's Gobert. That one's off, still out of sync. So the Clippers with the win. And in the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
This could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns on offense. Here's Bridges. Covington grabs the board. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Paul.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Pass to Booker. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
George outside. Leonard on the wing. No good that time. The Suns go the other way with it.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
The offensive rebound. Ayton passes to Paul. From deep, Johnson. It's not going to go for him. The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Covington finds Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Here's George, following the score by Phoenix. There's the triple. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Outside Walls. And George launches it from deep. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Paul. Out to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Bridges with the jam.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Wall against Paul. Floats one. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Now here's Leonard. Back to George. Zubac with a screen on Booker. For 3, George. The rebound by Bridges. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. Booker for 3, and Wall pulls it down. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Bridges with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Covington. Back to Leonard. Covington, a screen on Bridges. Leonard for 3, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Wall, the pass to George. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
41 seconds left now in the first quarter. Leonard with a screen on Paul. 5 to shoot. Out to Leonard. No good off the back of the rim.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Pass to Aiden. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Paul.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
And so Wall nails them both. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Booker. Ayton, a screen on George. Booker no good. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Suns on top.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
There's the response. Kawhi rarely changes expression, but you know what he's thinking. I got your back. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Booker. Out to Bridges. Pass to Ayton. Zubac with the steal. Paul with the steal. Outside Booker. From deep. They get it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Phoenix ball.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. George against Booker. Pass to Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Ayton. Nice persistence to tip it back in.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
George outside. Beyond the arc. That one is off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
The kick out to Wall. Off the mark there with a 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Leonard. In transition, here come the Clippers. Wall with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. For 3, George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bridges against Leonard. Fires from the wing. The shot that time not on target. And Los Angeles the other way now. Driving to the basket. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And defense is now all about switching. Smitty, when you played, would you rather be switched onto a big inside or onto a smaller, quicker player on the perimeter?
Easy answer for me, B.A. I would definitely love to be switched on a little guy and use my size and strength. Obviously, they'll have the advantage with the quickness, but I do not want to get bruised up by those big guys. On his drives, Kawhi can be just devastating, completely overwhelming the D.
Outside Booker. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Ball finds Bridges. Wall against Booker. Ayton with a screen. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Second chance shot. Phoenix no good that time either. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pass to George. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Zubac. He's guarded by Bridges. Zubac passes to George. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
There's a minute 26 left in the first half of this one. Pass to Booker. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Booker's got 7 points.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Leonard on the wing. 1 minute left in the first half. Leonard on the wing. And he tries.
Oh, did you see that?
Finish.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Ayton, a screen on George. Right side, Paul. Back to Booker. Shoots over Wall. And it's Booker again missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Chris Paul.
That's a quick first step. Wall has never been easy to defend on the drive.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. Booker, the pass to Bridges. The putback. Here's Ayton. Outside Johnson. Paul against Wall. Outside Paul. Off target from outside. And a pretty tightly contested game here.
The Clippers, 15.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Here's Shamet. Wall covering. And here's Sharic for 3. He drops it from range. And the Suns lead by 5.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Wall, the pass to George. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
And an intentional foul right there. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Shamet. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Mann going inside. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Pass to Crowder. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
A well-rounded player on both ends. You can count on Jay Crowder night in and night out, and you see the value he provides for this team.
And here's Jackson. Powell outside. The three is up. The rebound by Shamet. The Suns leading. And here's Crowder from the arc. It's rebounded by Morris. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
He's explosive off 1 foot, 2 feet. Norman Powell is just an incredible athlete.
A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
Man misses.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Jackson gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 1.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
.152 left to play in the third quarter. Back to Lee. 6 to shoot. Here's Shamet. The Suns need to get off a shot. They get it back.
The effort on the glass, fantastic. Helps them overcome the size disparity.
Nice move by Norman Powell on the drive, drawing a foul and putting up the shot.
That free throw no good.
Norman Powell taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Shamet. Pass to Lee. Out to Craig. Here's Shamet. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Powell in the post. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Inside, Norman Powell relies on his agility, allowing him to navigate the paint.
Craig on the wing. Pass to Lee. With the drive. And he slams it in one-handed.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. And Jackson, here we go. Out to Powell. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
You're going to have to do more than that to stop Norman Powell. You see the strength and body control.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Powell against Booker. Pass to Paul. Ayton with it. Here's Booker. Powell with a steal.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Jackson on the wing. He's guarded by Paul. Jackson gets the bucket.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Booker with it. From deep three-point range. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one.
And please give a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Booker can't get it to go.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Wall against Booker. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Back to Wall. Here's the three. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Paul. Back to Aiden. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Covington. Out to Leonard. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Covington passes to George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job pulling the defender and jumping into the contact.
Good on the second one. The Suns trailing. Outside Booker. Ayton, the screen on George. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Wall. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Here's Covington. Back to George. From deep. They get the rebound. Zubac passes to George. 4 on the clock. Over Booker. And again, no good by the Clippers. George with a steal. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Covington.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses. Protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
Wall against Paul. Outside Wall. Leonard up top. It's George on the wing. From outside the arc. Stolen by Ayton. Looking to get it going. Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Bridges against Wall. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Booker for 3. No good there. And the Clippers will come the other way. George with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Wall, the pass to Covington. Out to Leonard. George a screen on Bridges. George outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Paul passes to Johnson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Wall on the take. And the big finish by Wall.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Booker can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Ball against George. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way. You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Clippers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Paul George.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
This one for three. Offensive rebound, out to Leonard. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Bridges. Oh, wow!
Oh, my goodness!
And he goes in for the dunk.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. So for
action on 2K. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington.
Oh, there was one at the price of admission. Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
All with it. Now defended by Adams. George hacks a two-pointer. And Bain pulls it down. Memphis with the ball. Morant surveying the D. He feeds it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Wall. Morant with some nice D. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And Morant gets it to go.
And no question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency, but the shot looks good.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard, no luck. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Now Wall. Leonard the pass to Wall. Looking to end the run. He lays it in.
That is big time handles. The ball's on a string. Good luck checking John Wall.
Morant outside. There's the drive and finished off by Morant.
They have been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
A shot by George, wide open and good, coming off the assist by Wall.
Well, Paul George is excellent both defensively and offensively. You want to talk about 3 and D, he's got both.
Wall against Morant. Out to Brooks. A free ball. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Outside, George takes a 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Morant against Wall. And a wide open look for Payne. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
In the corner, George with it. From deep three-point range. That doesn't go either for George. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 10-point lead. Back to Bain. This one for 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. LA's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. And here's George for 3. Drills the three-pointer. George has got 9.
Well, no hesitation. The full arsenal on display here. From catch and shoot, rise and fire. Yes, Paul George.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
Wow, And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. George passes to Zubats. 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
He hits the second from the line. Morant outside. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Leonard, that's for 2. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Clippers. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead as we cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Paul George. Morant with it. 9 points in the game so far. Brooks with a screen on Wall. Morant with it. Leonard picks him up. Outside for Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Morant missing.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible. Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Bain sets the screen for Morant. A 3. And Desmond Bain with the 3. Bain's got 6. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Morant outside on the wing. Bain. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's Wall. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Covington against Bain. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Jackson a screen on George. Puts up a 3. That shot off the mark. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
6 to shoot. Los Angeles with another miss. Memphis has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's Brooks. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard against Morant. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. 1:02 left here in the second. There's the pass to Bain. Out to Morant. Back to Bain. Shoots over Covington. Offensive rebound. Adams finds Bain. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. 44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Out to Brooks. No good off the back of the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Now here's Jackson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, that's a tough make from Reggie Jackson. Love the energy he brings to this group.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. The free throw drops for Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Clark dishes to Jones. 5 on the clock. Lobbed up there for Clark. He can't get that one to fall.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Batum is out there with Morris, and it's man in at the 3 slot. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside, Jones. Out to the right wing. Clark right side. Right side, Williams. And with the rebound. Doors to an opportunity knocked in the 2021 playoffs. Terrence Mann was ready to go.
He was, Kevin, and that's not the first time this has happened where an injured teammate meant the team looked to him a little bit more, and he did not waste his opportunity. He scored with a ton of enthusiasm, has a very impressive motor.
Jackson down low, working on Jones. Here's Powell. Jackson has the open look. No good with the triple.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Williams. Clark outside. No good on the triple. It's stolen by Jones. He lobs it up. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. There's Jackson with the three. Los Angeles with another miss. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Conchar. And with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Love the assertiveness of Norman Powell. Boy, turn the lights out.
The Grizzlies have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Jackson against Jones. It's good. Jones has got his first points of the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Outside Jackson, driving the lane, played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Clippers. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Now here's Jones, guarded closely. It's Williams, high post. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Payne against Powell. Can't hit from in close. Los Angeles leading by 6. Morris finds Jackson. His 3-pointers off the mark. Memphis has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one. A minute 20 left in the third. Pass to Powell. To the inside. Here's Batum. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
But you see Batum's experience on display right there. Not only draws the foul, but makes the shot and will go to the free throw line.
And the Clippers making a change here. Robert Covington's checked in for Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Mann. Paul George, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And John Wall subbed in for Jackson.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Leonard on the wing. Corner shot. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Kawhi Leonard is efficient with his shooting form. Makes it look easy right there.
Morant outside. Adams in the high post. Back to Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Both free throws good from Morant.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Wall. He's got 5. Outside, George. And here's Covington from the arc. No good. Shot missing. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Los Angeles. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basketball.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Payne. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. George, no good. Memphis has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Bain against George. Morant, right side. Count it, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Robert Covington picks one up.
And they are amped up right now. I mean, after trailing for so long and then trimming that margin, finally they take the lead.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said, you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
Thank you, David. That's good from Morant.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. Three-pointer. And that's good. Kawhi Leonard for three.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Jackson, a screen on Wall. Bain passes to Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Covington in the corner. Back to Leonard. Over Brooks. And that one goes long. Morant drives in. Tries again. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
And Wall kicks to George. And there's the drive. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Morant against George. Offensive rebound. Outside Jackson. Morant right side. Back to Jackson. Clock at 4. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Covington down low. Guarded by Morant. Leonard kicks to Covington. Passes it to Wall. Back to Covington. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Outside, Wall. From deep, George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
Morant outside. Here's the three. And the three ball is good. Morant's got 21 in the game.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Outside Covington. Here's Wall. And the slight dunk by Wall.
That one was big. John Wall coming through big time.
And here's Morant. Out to Brooks. Fires for 3. That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George with the ball. He's picked up. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls,
Previous play is
be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches.
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
These are the situations that Paul George wants to be in. An opportunity to prove he's got the clutch gene at the foul line.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Outside Jackson. Out to Morant. Back to Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the
Previous play is
constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you...
the ruling on the floor stands.
Players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Outside, George. Beyond the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. He's off from 3. Covington passes to George, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
One of the things that's been said before, but it's so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
John Wall, of course, the #1 pick back in 2010. Game is largely predicated on speed, the ability to get downhill, but boy, he has added strength to that incredibly long.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Let's meet the visiting team.
And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. 3 on the clock. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
George outside, fires the 3, and the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Edwards. 3-pointer off the mark. George drives in. That shot off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards gotten his second bucket of the game. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. George, a screen on Russell. George outside from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
You know, John Wall is not just a dynamic scorer. He is outstanding at sharing the ball with his open teammates.
Russell to pass to Towns. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The kick out to Wall. Down low, and stolen by Gobert. Zubats with the steal. Here's Leonard. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Covington, he's open. No good from the wing. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Prince. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Leonard against Russell. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
The Timberwolves trail. Russell finds Edwards. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
And there's Wall. That one's good. On the assist from Covington.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Russell to pass to Towns. They grab their own miss. Edwards against George. And rejected. Outside Wall. Leonard outside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint, not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
Well, the Timberwolves shooting just 38% so far in this one. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Wall. Pass to George. Edwards pulls it in. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Gobert finds Towns. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. George against Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Towns down low. And he can't bank that one in. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Up top, Edwards. George defending. They get it back. Gobert. Missed inside.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead, that really excites me because not many players can do that. Scoring, you got a bunch of guys that can do that. Athleticism is actually 13 to a dozen in today's NBA. So I like the vision and passing as the skill that most excites me.
Now here's Gobert. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That'll be a second foul of the game. Towns against Covington. Towns passes to Russell. Here's Prince. 5 on the clock. Outside for Russell. There's the 3.
Passion is something we love to see no matter what we're doing, and Leonard plays with great passion. A defensive menace who gives everything he has to shut his man down while still doing it at the offensive end, too.
Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Double team on Towns. Edwards finds Gobert. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw is good. Russell with the ball. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The kick out to Edwards. Ball against Russell. 5 to shoot. Towns passes to Russell. The shot no good. Great D that time from Zubac. George, a deep 3. Can't hit that one. And Minnesota the other way with it now. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Right side wall.
2 minutes remaining.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Outside Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
And both free throws good for Edwards. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Outside wall. Minute 32 left in the second quarter. Drills it from deep. George has got 12 points.
Paul George can get it done from anywhere on the court now. When he starts percolating, this guy can cook with gas.
Pass to Towns from behind the arc. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Wall. Out to Covington. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. He's got 9.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Now here's Towns. He's got 6. And it's powered home by Towns.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Edwards against George. Back to Wall. Tries it from the top of the key and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Prince. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Towns. Denied by Leonard.
One of the league's top defenders. Leonard.
Thanks very much, Allie.
Your Clippers, 25. The Timberwolves, 22.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Zubac passes to Leonard. Back to Zubac. And the layup is good off the glass. Zubac has got his first bucket in this one.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his third foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Count it. And now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Noel nails it from beyond the arc. Noel's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jackson outside. Powell outside. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Jordan McLaughlin.
And the Timberwolves with possession. They trail by 7 and grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Now here's McDaniels. Soft touch off the glass.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Now Jackson still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Reed. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Drives to the hoop. A slam dunk by Reed.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Jackson outside to the paint. Powell passes to Jackson. Powell right side. Minnesota with a rebound. And here's Anderson. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Anderson. Pass to Noel. Here he goes. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Anderson. This for the tie. Oh, almost. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the
Previous play is
so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. There's a minute 54 left in the third. Powell for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Outside McDaniels. Pass to McLaughlin. And here's Anderson. Puts it up. Another miss by Minnesota.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
His man gets it to go from 18 feet away. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Noel. And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it. And we have to take another look at that block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson on the wing. McLaughlin with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Reed. On the wing, Noel from the arc. A slam dunk by Reed.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
The previous play is in
every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. 2 on the clock. Can't capitalize inside. The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top. They're up by 4. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Reed in at the 5 down low. Now here's Wall. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Prince. Outside Edwards. Outside for Russell. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
Well, let's make sure we don't overlook the steals they've been able to get now. Those forced turnovers have helped them put points on the board and in their pocket.
Outside Wall. Out to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Edwards. To tie it up. Deflected. Wall with it. Russell covering. Wall, the pass to Covington. The 3, George. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's Edwards on the wing. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Outside Wall. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Oh, George with a steal. And here's the fast break. It's George on the wing. Inside. Here's Covington. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Edwards with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Towns passes to Russell. Back to Towns. No good on the shot. Good D by Covington. The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Leonard on the take. And Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Russell. Towns with the ball. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs.
And that one falls for Towns. He's off on the second. And he nails the third.
Golden opportunity to take the lead. Instead, he merely knots up the score.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Wall. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. The Timberwolves have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Russell attacking. Outside Edwards. To take the lead. Pass to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Over Covington. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
Ball against Russell. Kicks it to George. From downtown. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Russell. High post Towns. Working on Covington. The shot by Towns, no good.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Leonard way outside. And the Clippers miss again. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Edwards. And it's good.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Ball no good. Zubats against Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Russell from outside. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. Just a gutsy performance.
To come out of the gates strong. So Phoenix will get the first possession. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Wall. Outside, George. From deep. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Now here's Wall. Covington in the corner. Back to Wall. Booker against George. The three-pointer, no good. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Here's George, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line. And George drops them both.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Now here's Paul. He kicks to Booker. Fires the 3. No good that time. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here. And stolen by Booker. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. Ball against Wall. Booker outside. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference. And they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Booker outside. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Pass to Leonard. Bridges with the steal. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Outside, Wall. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Suns leading by 6. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix? And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
At the line for the Suns, Mikal Bridges. At the foul line for 1. Clippers take a timeout. All right, folks, if you want a T-shirt, come on and make some noise. And look who's coming, fans. Come on, get fired up and make it loud for your Clippers Breakers. LA fans, let's hear it for your Clippers Breakers. Shooting
1. And that one falls for Bridges.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Booker looking around. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Outside, Wall. Over Paul. Will it go? Pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
Booker against George. For 3. Can't hit that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Kicks it to Leonard. Covington passes to Leonard. Outside for George. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 5 points so far.
And look how quick on the draw George is. At the moment he's got the ball, he's in motion for the shot.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 7.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Paul against Wall. Back to Leonard. Driving in, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
And here's Booker from the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
Oh, and look at his man just go flying by him after the shot fake.
And it might be humiliating for the defender, but it feels oh so good on the other side. My goodness. Ball goes in. Here's Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
George with the screen on Paul. Outside, George with the shot. And he gets it back. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for the Clippers.
To have a knockdown three-point shooter with George's size and skill gives Coach a lot of options on the offensive end.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Ayton. Paul with the ball. Driving inside. Johnson for 3. Bridges for 3. Wall grabs the board. Clippers trail by 6. Outside Leonard. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Covington. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
An area that Leonard has focused on honing, just taking what the D gives you in that pick and roll.
Booker outside. Ayton in the high post. Paul against Wall. And Paul gets it to go in. And the Suns lead by 6. And here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Ball against Wall. Here's Booker. That's good. He's 5 for 9. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Johnson with a screen on George. Booker the pass to Johnson. That's tipped. Covington with the steal. George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Bridges against Leonard, and George kicks to Wall. There's the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Now just a 1-point Phoenix lead.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Here's Ayton. Rebound by John Wall.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss that.
And here's Covington from the arc. Booker pulls it in. Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Johnson the pass to Paul. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Paul. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Wall dishes to Leonard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Here's Paul. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Here's Wall, and Wall slams it home.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Booker with no one around. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And here's George for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Covington with the steal. Fast break, here we go. Here's Zubats. The shot off that time. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll... And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Robert Covington's checked in for Morris. Jay Crowder's checked in for Phoenix. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Batuma's out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Yep, that one goes in there.
And a high percentage look there is what Batum was after. He goes inside and makes it happen.
Washington passes to Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Covington in the corner. Back to Powell. Clock at 6. Down low. Crowder with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Sharch. The shot missing. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Mann, and there's the drive. Scores off the crossover.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
They set the pick. Washington kicks to Shannon. Another three for Phoenix.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Jackson looking it over. Now the pass to man. Over in the corner, Batum. And it's blocked. Washington against Covington. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Shot by Crowder, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And talking about Dario Saric, a role player, Richard, who does whatever is asked of him.
Yeah, those are the players that you need. You want a guy that doesn't care if he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a guy that just wants to win. And his selfless attitude helps serve as a catalyst for this team.
Covington finds Jackson, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Shamet the pass to Saric, and it's denied.
And on defense, Batum uses that wingspan well, creates solid coverage.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Robert Covington. To the middle, here's Saric. Second chance shot. That one good for two. And the Suns lead by 9.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
2 minutes remaining.
On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Washington. Back to Jackson. To the wing right side. With the teardrop. Rebound by the Suns. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Saric, that's good.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Man passes to Powell. Makes it off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
It's Washington high post. Jackson on him, and the wide open shot from Crowder. Another three for Phoenix.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Morris. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And Crowder slams it in.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, out with that emphatic slam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Lets it go with a three. No good there. Clippers trail by 14. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Crowder with the steal. And Saric kicks to Shamet. Pass to Crowder. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Phoenix Suns sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Phoenix leading by 14. Booker with it. Booker draws the double. Passes to Crowder. Feeds it to Bridges. Banked in off the glass.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
George sets a screen for Jackson. Poked away. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Devin Booker. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns? John Wall's checked in for Los Angeles. And George drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Booker outside. The tray. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
A nice shot by George.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Paul with the ball. George picks him up. And here's Booker from the arc. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside, Wall. And here's George for 3. And they recover it. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. 17-point lead, their biggest. LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Knocked loose. Paul with the steal. To the inside. Ayton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
He was all alone on that one. So it's Phoenix now. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Booker the pass to Crowder. Nice move. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's George on the wing. Misses the 3. Suns leading by 17. Booker outside.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Feeds to Ayton. Back to Booker. Over in the corner, Paul. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
From deep, George. That shot missing. Now the Suns take it the other way. 3-pointer. The rebound by Paul George.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Suns.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Devin Booker.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
And something Wall has really worked on. He realizes that his team depends on him to drain that jump shot.
Booker the pass to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Phoenix no good that time either. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Nobody near George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now Bridges. Now here's Paul. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This
And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena earlier.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now here's Moran. Adams finds Brooks. Jackson down low, working on Covington. Jackson gets the bucket.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Zubac against Adams. Leonard outside. No good on the triple. Moran against Wall. And then Moran with the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
George, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The Clippers on D. 6-point game. Morant, the pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown, and the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Now here's George. Clock at 6 for 3, Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here's Jackson. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
He's off on the first.
Jaren Jackson Jr. Shooting.
And he sinks the second. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. And good. Coming on, the assist by Wall.
He has the touch to do some damage from 3-point distance.
Wall against Moran. Pass to Adams. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, the defender leaning just a little. Kawhi recognizes it, pulls up for the easy one.
Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. 1:37 left to play in the first quarter. Covington passes to Leonard. Launches a 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brooks outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target. The Clippers have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Jackson will pass to Bain. Jackson with a screen on George. From deep, Bain. Can't get it to drop.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Wall with it. He's picked up by Bain. Pass to Zubac. Wall with it. Outside Covington. Leonard for three. Back to Covington. Now Leonard, defended by Jackson. For three. Shot by Leonard, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And George launches it from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. With the crossover. And then Morant with the dunk.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Up top, Wall. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Even to Zubac out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the one. That's who's out there for the Clippers. So it's the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Here's George, and the jam by George.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there, swinging on the rim.
Memphis leading. Outside Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. Outside Bain. Puts up a three. Covington grabs the board. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
For three, George. The kick out to Wall. The three-pointer off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Oh, over the top. Are you kidding me? Wow. Amazing. Man. Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Outside Wall. Pass to Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Leonard, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Now here's Covington. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, BA, if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots are still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim.
And that one's good for Brooks.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Shot on the wing. Kicks it to George. Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Paul George doesn't just score, he can pass it as well. Great all-around player.
in the second quarter. A little under 3.5 minutes played already. Moran against Wall. Outside Bain. George with a steal. From deep. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
58 seconds left in the second period. Here's Leonard. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow. Leonard's got 8.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Morant. 14 points for him. Outside for Brooks. 4-3. Good. And the setup by Morant. He has 6.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Here's Leonard. No luck on that one. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Bain. Zubac with the steal. Now Covington to the left wing. Zubac finds Covington. George for 3. He buries it from 3.
Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease.
And so it's Memphis ending the quarter.
With a score, the Clippers 17, the Grizzlies 27.
Just joining in. 1/2 is in the books. 1/2 to go. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then there's Danny Green. And it's Williams in at the 4. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Jones against Jackson. Pass to Batum. Kept alive. The kick out to Morris. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Morris has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Timeout call. Memphis. Well, the Grizzlies shooting at a very efficient 67%. Jones against Jackson. Pass to Conchar. Takes a 3. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers trail. There's Jackson with the 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And Jackson good in transition. I love the hustle on that play.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The kick out to Williams. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's Powell. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Batum. Over Jones, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Tyus Jones.
Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play and make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
Jackson against Jones. Williams on the wing. And the layup is good off the glass. Williams has gotten his first points in this one.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And here's Jackson. Powell outside. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Green. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Williams a screen on Powell. And he lobs it up to the rim. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Batum with it. Guarded now by Williams. Out to Powell. Morris outside. To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Stolen by Jackson. They swipe it. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Pass to Conchar.
2 minutes.
Back to Green.
Third quarter. 2 minutes.
He takes it in. It's rebounded by Morris. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Leonard. Give him 8. Out to Covington. Lets it fly. 6 to shoot. Here's Wall. The Grizzlies pull it in. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Outside Bain. 1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Back to Brooks. From 18 feet away. Bain, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Zubac. Leonard with the ball. Shoots over Morant. Leonard can't get it to go. Morant against George. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Now here's George. He's got 5. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And Morant with the basket on the assist from Bain. And now a 9-point Memphis lead.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Now here's Wall. Here's Leonard. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
And sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Outside Wall. Bain against George. Leonard outside. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Ball to Memphis.
The Grizzlies shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. Morant, the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. And they're on the run. George, a deep 3. And it's Bain with the rebound. Bain's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Morant. George with a steal. for the finish. And George with the jam.
Just Paul George showing how dominant he can be as a two-way player.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Adams against Zubats. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Moran. Shoots over George. Here's Adams. Jackson left side. Sinks it from distance. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Leonard outside. George against Bain. Lets it fly. Nice shot by George. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Wall against Bain. Pass to Moran. 5 to shoot. Rebound by the Clippers. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Leonard outside. Nice move. Crafty move. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You can't be reckless guarding Kawhi Leonard. He feels out defenders so well and exploits them when they overcommit.
And he ends up making the second. And that brings him within 10.
And this is the problem with playing from behind. Missing freebies takes on greater importance.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Brooks. From outside the arc. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers running out of time. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Leonard outside. Stolen by Jackson. Morant against George. Morant drawing the double team. Adams inside. Outside for Morant. And that one hits the back iron.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
The lead now cut to single digits.
We've seen George hit some threes from way downtown before, and he's at it again.
Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Now Morant. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And then Morant with the dunk.
And just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Yeah, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone. Wall against Morant. George for 3. The shot comes out. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Here's Morant. From deep three-point range. And it's Morant again missing.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there. And